What up guys? So you have been asking for this for me to cover the scroll marks, which is basically just points, but they decided to call it marks. So what we have been receiving is just some points, or again marks, by keeping our funds on chain. So that means on scroll. So if you keep ETH, actually previously it was just ETH in stone, but now we have WETH, USDC, USDT, WRSETH, also WST, which is just the liquid version of ETH. We have stone and also trenches. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But the only issue with this is that there is actually a locking period, I think of 6 months, and obviously I'm not okay with that. I want my funds, I want them to move it around so I can farm multiple things at the same time. So I'm obviously not getting involved with this. Now, if you started farming scroll once I mentioned that back in 2023, then you should have a good amount of marks, which is by just burning fees. But right now we are actually not increasing our marks by burning fees anymore, at least not for now. So if you took some transaction by increasing your volume, your activity, then you should have some marks, you should have a good amount of points right now. But unfortunately, it is not the case anymore. But this is only the first season. So most likely they will be adding some more tasks on chain. So maybe trading, maybe getting involved with some specific protocols, maybe adding some LP or anything else. But at the moment, it is just by keeping your chain, your funds on chain and increasing your marks. The bad part is that if you don't have a lot of money on chain, you're not going to be receiving a lot of points. And actually it is the same thing for me. I don't have a lot of funds on scroll because I would rather just have my funds invested, or again just moving them around to farm multiple things. So what I'm currently doing is I'm keeping around 100 to 100 bucks on my wallets. Again, I already have a good amount of marks. I actually farm scroll with 3 or 4 wallets in total, and I'm just taking maybe 1 or 2 transactions per week just to keep my activity up, just in case they take that into consideration, like Arbitrum. So each week I'm trying to take some transaction, usually on a tokenless project, something like Jumper, Ambient, or we do have actually some other ones that I'm gonna be sharing in the future that are also tokenless. But at the moment, if I just need a swap just to increase my activity, I'm usually just using Ambient or SyncSwap or also Jumper. So by the way, actually that's it. There's really nothing else to do unless we receive another update, which obviously I'm gonna do another video on that. But if you started back in 2023, you should have your points. If you keep your funds on chain, every 24 hours your marks are gonna be increasing. But if you have something like 100 bucks, 200 bucks, just like myself, don't expect a lot of points right now. So yes, for sure, try to take a few transactions, try to remain active, because we never know what is the requirement. But in the future, whenever we have something else we can do that is not super expensive, or we don't need a lot of funds to do, obviously we will get involved with it. So there you go. Any questions, any doubts, just let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Take care. Bye bye.